Hi, my name is Will, and welcome back to the Stonevania server. This is episode 3, and where we last left off, we just built this book stack. For those who do not know, this is my home. Here on the Stonevania server. At this point, it looks like a desk, but my island here is going to be made up of a bunch of different statues, and then eventually we're going to expand over there, but we just haven't quite got there yet. But yeah, we built my home in the last video. We called it Will's Book Stack. You guys just saw that I added a farm over this way, and I think it looks pretty good. I do think I want something out this way as well, but I don't want to block this either, the plus sub sign, so I don't know what's going to go back here just yet. And if you're curious what the inside looks like, it looks like this right now. We're going to actually get to this in just a little bit, but it's very, very plain. But what I have done in between videos, and I haven't really been on the server very much, I ended up getting rid of a bunch of my storage here and moving it all in there, and I moved all of my valuables here in my lamp because I figured it was fitting. That's the thing, is I didn't want my actual bedroom to go anywhere in the book. I want a reason to come up here, and, you know, my bed's up here, and, you know, I got all my cool stuff as well. I'm actually going to grab my diamonds really fast because I plan on going to the shopping district. I actually haven't been yet, and I've been kind of avoiding everyone else's videos and stuff because I want to see it with my own eyes for the first time. Okay, this is on my nether portal. Buy one, get one free? For Granny's boot only? I assume that's in the shopping district, so I guess we'll find out what that is shortly. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the shopping district is actually out here in this direction. That might be it. Or I'm going into some person's base. I hope they're not on the server. Aha. Well, I'm not in the right place. Welcome to the shopping district. I see that nothing is loading in yet. Oh, wow. We're all the way up on this hill. Okay. Oh my gosh. There's already shops and stuff. This is so cool. Now, I do have this buy one, get one for Granny's boot. I assume that might be this, actually. What do they sell at the boot? Whoa, that's cool. You know what? I will actually be taking this. I won't even use my coupon. I'll just pay for it. I'm so cool. I spent a little bit of time walking around the shopping district and seeing all of the different shops, and this will be your video's reminder to go check out everybody's different perspectives of Stonevania and stuff, because of course there's so much that I just cannot show you in the video, so definitely go check everyone out. It's highly worth your time. Everyone is very talented. I ended up buying some wool off of this shop. I'm not quite sure who created it. And then I jumped out and got jump scared. Ah! Eventually, Macy stopped by and wanted me to help him raid a ocean monument. So I did that, and he's dressed as a pufferfish for some reason. And you can find that on Macy's channel, of course. But before we get any farther, let's check this little cake thing out over here. Stonevania's first anniversary on September 1st, 2024. Stonevania's first episodes were released. So we want to thank you and your viewers for being a part of Stonevania's growing history. With that said, there will be a time capsule right next to where we all spawned and started our adventure for this season. You can put something there you would like to remember, but most importantly, write something for your future self. It can be what you want to achieve, words of encouragement, or whatever else you want to put. Once the time capsule is done, it will not be open till either end of season or the second anniversary, which comes first. Now, I believe James is responsible for these, so shout out James. And I'll probably check this out soon, just off camera. Now, as I said earlier, I haven't made much progress the last couple of weeks, and we're going to try and change that today. And we're going to start by farming up this side of the island over here. So I'm going to get started there, and hopefully I'll have something to show for it. Alright, I've been hard at work the last couple of days. I was originally gonna show this in like a time-lapse or something, but I don't want to film too many of those and cram them all into one video, so I figured I'd just update you. But I built a couple of these. There's one over there as well. I'm going to update these with some color at some point, but these are just kind of some little statues that I kind of cooked up. Freehanded one and kind of just took it and rotated it and did this. And then I also extended my dock all the way across the island and set up some actual ports over here. Now, it's not exactly finished yet. It will come in due time, but kind of just getting everything laid out the way I need it to be. Then up this way, where there was originally going to be a building over here, I decided to put a little archway over here just to kind of welcome people in through this way. Also, I think it's really pretty with the rose bushes and stuff over here and all of the white diorite. Then I think the only other thing Oh, we're lagging, friends. And I think the only other thing that I've been up to is in here, which you can see is a little more decorated than the start of the video. Put all of my stuff away in here. It's nice and glorious. I have this guy with my hammer. Over here is still looking very, very bad though, so I'll be doing this soon. Now we're gonna get started on the big project of the day, and that is going to actually be over here. Kind of where I pointed out earlier. Something I didn't envision when I started living over here is that it's kind of hard to see my area over there with all the fog. You can see you can just about barely make out that there's a lamp from here, and well, you know, now it's gone, so. But I've cleared a bunch of this land, and I will continue to clear, I guess, so that we can have a proper entrance to our base from over here. But I also want a way to get over to my base, so we're gonna have to build a bridge or something also connecting to this area over here where all of my stuff was. So yeah, we have quite a bit on our plates right now. The only thing that I have that is planned out is where this is going to go, so we should probably get that so that we can work around it and start going out in the direction that we need to be. So it's time for a really quick time lapse. Ah, yeah, it's time for another time lapse, and if you think it's the last one, you're very, very wrong. Yeah, I'm building a fire hydrant. You can see it'll quickly take its shape momentarily. I wanted something that was kind of bright and stood out compared to my island over there, because I want it to be really wacky, and you'll see it's gonna get really wacky here in a second. Yeah, I added a fire hydrant, gave it a little bit of height with a cobblestone platform, which I'll replace in a second, you're gonna see. I added a chimney on it just to make it look nice and give it some depth. And that's it. Whee! Alrighty, here is the build in all of its glory. I really, really like it. I've added some lanterns since you've last seen it, and I also connected up the nether portal. This is still not done in here. I do have plans for this. We'll just get to that in a second. And as well as this, to just make sure everything was going to link up really nicely, I've updated the portal as well over here. Looks a little more cool. But as I wrap up things over here, I want to turn our attention over to the purple wool on this mountain. This, I believe, is going to be the bridge and pathway to my island over there that you can't see. And I also have some purple wool over here, kind of just connected. And one would build a normal bridge over here, but I am not normal. And since we're kind of playing with the shape of a lot of different stuff around here, I wanted the bridge to also kind of stand out as a little bit uncommon as far as bridge shapes go. And I'm going to try and freehand this in an effective amount of time, but I want it to get a little vertical and then kind of come down and loop around. It's going to be really weird. So let me get some more wool out and start planning the shape of this over here, and hopefully I'll have something kind of interesting for you when we get back. Alright, this is a couple hours later, and I have made significant progress, if I can get up there. As you can see, it definitely isn't efficient by any means. We're kind of sacrificing practicality for vanity in this build, because of course I could have built just like a normal bridge, but I needed it to stand out and give it a little bit of character and personality, so we're gonna make this look real good and wacky. Don't you worry. I'm hoping I got the hard part out of the way with all of this shaping and stuff, and I can kind of just grind this out. Speaking of which, I need materials. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I need a lot of materials. This thing is going to be massive. Also, I just noticed I've been wearing the wrong skin the whole time. So I'm not bitter about that at all. So while I'm collecting all those resources, here's this. If you're enjoying this video, a like and subscription is always appreciated. I recently just crossed 100 subs, and I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you. It means the world, and I want to keep doing this for as long as I can possibly keep doing this. And your support, of course, makes that possible. I'll shut up now. Let's get back into the build. Oh no, is that a truck? I'm gonna be honest, guys, this build here was a toughie. In fact, I'll probably be tweaking it in the background for the foreseeable future, but the bridge is supposed to look like a bunch of glue, paper, and pencils kind of hobbled together in a rickety sort of way. And like I said, it was free-handed, so there was a lot of back and forth and trial and error. I was moving pencils, deleting pencils, changing colors on the pencils. It was a lot of back and forth, specifically with pencils. To the point where I decided to do all of the finishing touches out of the time-lapse because it was such a grind. In fact, this is a week later. But this time is the now. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but the bridge is finished, and if I can just moonwalk my way over here, you can see it. Like I said, finished with an asterisk because, you know, I'll probably be working on it in the background. As with everything else, I am stupid. But as you can see, it is bridge-shaped, of course, but just a little bit weird. Also, I don't have any fireworks. Yeah, I hope you guys like the build in its current state. And if there's anything that you think it needs, let me know. Also, I realized I didn't give a very good shot of this whole bridge situation over here. Also, look, it changed seasons. It took me so long to make this video, it changed seasons. Anyways, the dock has extended all the way out over here, and these are the ports, and I just realized that I've forgotten that over here, so I have more work to do. It's okay. It's fine. I'm crying on the inside only. But yeah, here's another good look of our base so far. I'm so happy with it. Also, this looks like a pelvic bone. I don't know if I've said that yet, but our area is slowly coming up, and I think our next step is probably over here somewhere. But unfortunately, that's all the time I have for this episode. I'm gonna try and get it out. Procrastination City over here. But if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing, of course. Like I said, helps me out a lot. And yeah, I'm very, very excited for you guys to see what else is going on in this base. But that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!